The Eastern Florida State College softball team looks to pick up a big Southern Conference win as they host their rivals Miami Dade College this afternoon. Live from the Titans softball complex on the Melbourne campus, it's the Titans and the Sharks next. It is a beautiful afternoon for some college softball here on Florida's Space Coast. It's a midweek Southern Conference special between the Titans and the Sharks of Miami Dade College. Good afternoon and welcome to Melbourne, everybody. I'm Jeff Radcliffe alongside Cameron Jenkins. So glad to have you along for Titans softball here on WEFS. And this is an important game, Cam, in many ways, but both of these teams have combined for just one conference win. And Miami-Dade's conference win came at the expense of Eastern Florida here. Very important that they get the return today.
So it was a 2-1 victory for Miami-Dade on Saturday, and Miami-Dade actually has 6 straight wins over Eastern Florida. But with the last contest being so tightly contested, Eastern Florida's not running from this one.
Well, they'll go up against a very familiar foe. In the circle today, Vicky Navarro, out of Pembroke Pines, West Broward. Look, she leads the Sharks in pretty much every statistical category on the pitching side.
She does. 3.12 ERA, 12 starts, 8 of those being complete games, and with a 6-6 record, she's looking to add number 7 in this one.
She'll be opposed by the sophomore from St. Augustine, Mandy Hednimi Taylor, who can really be dominant at times, especially if she establishes that rise ball.
She is having a crazy season so far this year with a 1.77 ERA and 115 strikeouts. She's averaging almost 1 strikeout per inning.
Take a look at the batting order. It will be Navarro to lead things off here for Miami-Dade, the pitcher, followed by Clayton Narazaki, Allison Morales, Ortega, Wall, Suzuki, Kunigami, Catalan, in a lineup that features 5 players from South America. We'll introduce you to them as we go along. So stepping in here is Navarro. As a hitter, went 3 for 3 with 2 doubles against Eastern Florida in that game last Saturday. First offering coming. And it is a strike. Hednimi Taylor. Ball. Fly. Navarro takes the ball, 1-1.
Starting off low with these pitches so far today.
Good chatter from these teams here to start, setting up the soundtrack. There's a strike on the inside corner.
Let's go, Mandy.
It's a 1-2. Swung on, fouled towards the dugout on the left side. And it will remain a ball, 2 strikes. Navarro batting .344. Goes by Maria on the roster, but prefers Vicky. So we'll pop this up off the screen, and we'll do it again.
Got lucky with that one. It barely touched the screen there. Sam Clark was ready to field that one for the first out.
All outs are good. The easy ones are even better. Titans 15-28 on the season, 0-7. Sharks 1-5 in conference play, 13-18 overall. Trying to climb up. It's a grounder to short, thrown on to first. And Snell to 4. Gets the put out, and it's 1 away. Here's a look at how the Titans will set up defensively. Sam Clark is the catcher. Around the infield, Formosa, Snell, Shout, and 4. Lamoureux, Howard, and Stout around the outfield for the Titans. With one away, in steps Taylor Clayton.
Ball.
Taylor Clayton,
Hey, my glove here, kid, my glove.
freshman center fielder out of Fort Myers. Leads the team, 23 runs scored. To get another one of those, you have to get on base first.
Ball down.
Takes the ball low. 2-0. Taylor
Ball in.
inside, and now is behind in the count, 3-0 here.
Did Miami Taylor throwing a lot of inside pitches so far to start off the game?
Something on that scouting report, perhaps. And he lets it fly. And he gets a strike on the inside corner that time. Clayton for the Sharks has started every game this season. If she does get on, she's a threat to steal. Leads the team with 6 stolen bases. Well, second on the team, beg your pardon. This one will be fisted right to the shortstop, so another put out for Snell, unassisted this time. And there's 2 away here in the top of the first.
Making her work early over there.
So 2 away, 3-hole hitter. Beatriz Narazaki, one of those 5 South Americans in this lineup from Marilia, Brazil. Batting .360 to lead the team. Takes in stride, a strike.
Narazaki looked like she was letting that one go either way. Didn't move a muscle as that pitch was coming in.
Now wants Mandy to try to prove it here. These 2 teams being conference foes year in and year out over the years. There's not many secrets.
Keep it going, man, go.
Count even at ball a strike. And right to the shortstop Snell, and will be an infield base hit, or will that be an error?
That will be an error. Bounced right off her wrist, it looked like. Just took a bad hop on her.
So E6, all 3 batters. This involved Gracie Snell at short. Could not handle, a little too hot to handle that time. Now Allison Morales steps in with a runner on first, 2 out. Strike right down Broadway. Morales from Lima, Peru. 0 for 2 with an RBI last Saturday against Eastern Florida. That one sent to center, tracking and nabbing it. Trinity Howard, no damage. So no runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 left, and midway through the first, no score. Miami-Dade and Eastern Florida. Let's take a look at the Titans batting order, which we'll see for the first time here momentarily. You've got Trinity Howard leading things off, super sophomore out of Valrico. Lamoureux will bat second. Sam Clark from Palatka, the catcher, will bat third. You got the 2 Oviedo Lions going in the 4 and 5 hole, and Bassani in 4, followed by Gracie Snell. The pitcher, Miami Taylor, Marissa Shout, and then Stout to round it out. Here's the defensive look for the visiting Miami-Dade College Sharks. Navarro, the pitcher. Battery mate is Narazaki. Catalan, Kunigami, Suzuki, Ortega in the infield. Fowler, Clayton, Wall in the outfield.
I think you were right off the top there, Jeff. This is a beautiful day out here. Not a cloud in the sky.
I know we had a game last year that got rained out, so we're going to knock on whatever we can. I don't think there's anything in the forecast to get in our way today. It is smooth sailing. As a staff, Miami-Dade team ERA 3.38. Navarro leading the way there, 3.12. Her and Ashlyn Blanchard actually have identical ERAs to lead the team. It's a golden opportunity for one of these teams to get a conference victory here today. First game of a doubleheader. We're televising just the first. And first pitch is a strike to Trinity Howard. Batting .354, leading the Titans this year. 9 doubles, 13 stolen bases.
Ball.
Has that speed on a 3-game hit streak as well.
Howard did a good job checking her swing on that one. She wanted to go for it, but can't be swiping that high.
Let it come to you. Outside a ball. 2-1. There's Navarro falling behind here. Upstairs, just held off. They appealed, did not go.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And the cheer afterwards, I love.
Howard cutting it real close with those check swings in this at bat.
3-1. And we'll bounce it to second. Wall is there. And safe at first. Legged out a single here. Does Trinity Howard. She gets on base, and remember, she leads the team in stolen bases. Co-leader with Lamoureux, who's up next. So the infield single. That brings up Rachel Lamoureux, who's hit safely in 3 of her last 4. Lakewood Ranch High School in Sarasota from the left side of the plate here. Well, if she can get one, runner goes down and runner is out. So that erases Trinity Howard. First pitch running. And so a caught stealing there.
It's the 3rd time she's been caught stealing this season so far, and with that now leads Eastern Florida in times getting caught.
Base is now empty, 1 away. Lamoureux goes opposite and hits it out of the park. Put to the left side. Batting .351, second only to Howard. It's one of those situations, had she made some contact there, might have been like a hit and run type of thing. Now has nobody on base. Ball, 2 strikes.
Ball.
It's outside the ball. Count evens up 2-2. Eastern Florida snapped an 8-game losing streak with a 4-3 win against Hillsborough on Saturday. And then later that day, lost to Miami-Dade. So, mixed results. This one, a base knock to left center. Lamoureux in there with a 1-out single. And all what could have been if we hadn't had the caught stealing from Howard.
Can't get a much more clean hit than that. That was just beautiful right through the gap between where the shortstop could go, and an easy single for Lamoureux.
Brings up Sam Clark. She's hit 4 of her last 5 games. And with 1 on, we'll send it to Wall at second. They're trying to get two. They just get the lead runner. They'll exchange the out for the fielder's choice.
Easy play there for Naomi Suzuki. That grounder went straight to her.
So the hit erased. And now Ava Bassani. First of two straight Oviedo Lions in this batting order. Batting .235, but has some pop in that bat. 12 RBIs.
Currently looking for her 20th hit on the season.
See if she can set the table for four. Who's on deck?
Ball.
Takes that one outside a ball. Navarro allowed just one hit, 2 earned runs in that win over Eastern Florida Saturday. And this will drop for a base hit. So four will get an opportunity with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the first.
It looked like Clark was all ready to go around second there, but the coach told her to hold up just in case. That ball was already coming in for the cutoff.
Take another look here. Goes opposite with it. Good piece of hitting for Bassani. Look, the Titans have put the ball in play here in this first inning. That could bode well going forward in this game.
Yeah, they're out for something to prove today, Jeff, and they're doing it so far in the batter's box.
Mackenzie Four will take a strike. 5'6" sophomore. Batting .300, has 31 walks, 24 runs, 3 home runs to lead the team, in addition to 23 RBIs. She's also paced the Titans so far this year. And will take a strike that is really close. She's down 0-2 here. She knows how to work a count, though.
Ball.
Take that one upstairs. So Clark at second, Bassani at first. Kenzie Four at the plate. 1-2 count from Navarro.
Ball.
Takes that one outside a ball. The throw to second. Safely in there again is going to be Clark, the lead runner.
It's a good eye there from Ford. It's so hard when you're down in the count to not just start swinging at anything that's coming in, but a lot of discipline at the plate she's showing right now.
Leads the team with 31 walks.
Ball.
Holding off again, and the count runs full here.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Big pitch coming now.
Right here. Hey, that's stretch, Rich. Right here. Let's go.
Swung on through to left field. That will score at least 1. Coming home, ball is high. All runners safe at second and third. They'll try again. And coming home safe, it is 2-0 Eastern Florida. So Clark and then Bassani on the error. And a big hit from Mackenzie Four to open it up here in the bottom of the first.
Mackenzie Four stepped up big here for Eastern Florida. You cannot ask for a better start to this game. This is exactly how Miami Dade actually won the last game. They took advantage of a passed ball, a throw that just went a little bit too far away, and now Eastern Florida is like writing poetry. It rhymes. Get it right back.
3 hits in the inning, and all this damage coming with 2 out. So Four gets RBIs 24 and 25 in 1 swing of the bat. She's now at third. Gracie Snell, the 1-0 count, make it 2-0. Gracie Snell, the freshman out of Lakeland, Lake Gibson High School, 2 for 3, an RBI in the 4-3 win over Hillsborough on Saturday.
Let's go.
Batting .259, 17 RBIs. They'd love to have another one here.
Hey, right here.
Swing and a miss. 2-0, good hitters count. You'll take that. Now 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 now
2 balls, 2 strikes.
on Gracie. If you're Shelby Pettick, you want to get some runs of the heart of that order. You've done so. Can you keep it going?
Ball.
Takes that outside. Count runs full 3-2.
Great job.
Second straight full count that Vicky Navarro finds herself stuck in.
Get that pitch count up. Now it's fly short left, and settling under is Fowler, and that will do it, but not before 2-run score on 3 hits. There was 1 error, 1 runner left. But after 1, the Titans lead this 2-0 against their rivals from Miami-Dade. We will be right back on WEFS. Laid out the bunt, we can do it all. Executed perfectly on the center. Taking third. And drilled to left. Goodbye, a home run, a solo shot.
It was a no-doubter.
We welcome you back to Melbourne here at the Titans softball complex. Titans leading it 2-0, but now Miami-Dade comes to bat to try to answer here in the top of the second. So glad to have you along wherever you happen to be, alongside Cam Jenkins and our entire WEFS crew. Shelby Pettick, the head coach there. I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks so very much for joining us. Now in her second season. Leading things off will be Alexis Ortega, 5-hole hitter out of Miami's Palmetto High School.
Beautiful pitch, baby. Keep it coming.
Leads the team with 3 home runs.
Good,
You like
baby.
facing her when the bases are empty.
Dead.
Hitter.
Come in.
Hit by pitch. And she is aboard. And now comes in Maya Wall for Miami. Rob Morgan Educational. The 6-hole hitter, batting .270. The bunt, trying to move them over. They'll just take the out in exchange. So Ortega moves to second on the fielder's choice, or on the sack. Wall is retired. There's 1 away, but a runner now on second.
It's actually the 7th time that Ortega has made it on base by being hit by a pitch. Leads the Sharks.
How about that? There's a talent in that. Ortega on the bag at second. Adelini Taylor gets a strike against Naomi Suzuki, sophomore out of Curitiba, Brazil. Batting .262. She had a sac fly in the 2-1 win over Eastern Florida Saturday.
Go, Mandy.
outside a ball. 1-1.
Go out, baby. Let's do it, kid.
Ball out.
All 2-1.
Beautiful kick, kid. Cover.
2 and 1.
Hey, let's bring it back here, kid. Even rough. You got it. Let's do it, baby.
Sam Clark
Ball down.
frames that one nicely.
Very good, Mandy.
Not enough to get the strike. Now 3-1, and ahead of the count here is Naomi Suzuki.
Hey, let's do it, kid. Right here.
She's got her eye on Alexis Ortega. She is staring her down the whole time the pitch is coming in.
There's a strike. Full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Both of these pitchers being taken deep in the counts. Suzuki has 3 RBIs so far this season. And now we'll look to get a 4th. No. We'll get the runner over to 3rd, though. So a 1-out single for Suzuki. Ortega on to 3rd with 1 away, and ducks on the pond here for the Sharks.
A nice little blooper there, went right over Gracie Snell's head. Looked like she thought she was going to pull that one in, but went a little bit further than she was expecting.
4th batter in the inning, and we'll have a meeting on the mound. Well, not the mound, in the circle. Overused cliche. Gets you in trouble all the time.
Looks like it's just a quick little meeting too. Just, you know, you got this.
Just
You're
a
doing
little
good
reminder.
So far. Sometimes you got to go out there and remind the pitcher just what she's capable of.
Amen. So Miami Dade down by a score of 2-0, but have a chance to get back in this and then some with just 1 away. Here's Himina Kunigami. A freshman shortstop out of Lima, Peru.
We got 1 down.
Batting 253, has 12 RBIs. Down on the count 0-1.
Ball.
Runner goes. Indifference there. We'll let them put the 2nd in scoring position. As Hedanimi Taylor going to bear down on the batter here.
Not just in scoring position, but out of the chance of a double play, easy
Yes,
double play
good
there. And
point.
Suzuki actually picked up her 1st steal of the season on that one.
Just the inside corner. Nips it. And it's 1 and 2.
Hey, check out 3. Got 1. Kids, you come 4.
Mandy can be a little tricky with this one. Get her to chase. And goes down the line. This is trouble. 1 run will score. In fact, both will come home. It's tied on a 2 RBI single for Kunigami.
$14 RBIs on the year with that 2-run single.
And just like that, Titans' lead has been erased. And there's still more damage that can happen with the runner now on 1st and still just 1 out. 9-hole hitter, Crisia Catalan, another Brazilian from Sao Paulo. Looking to samba dance here on the Titans here in the top half of the 2nd. Titans just 222.
Ball down.
Hey, you got this, Randy.
Kunigami is someone you may want to watch on the bases. Has 2 steals on the season, and if you're looking to get out of a double play situation like they did earlier in this inning, could see her go again.
Let's do it, baby. You got this. Roll it up the middle.
Upstairs, the ball. Oh, no, called a strike.
Hey, give me another one. Give me another one.
Yeah, I beg your pardon.
Keep it coming, baby. We're rolling up the middle.
Navarro, the leadoff hitter on deck.
Let's do it, kid.
Bounce to third. On to second to get the lead runner. So Formosa to shout for the putout. That goes back to the top of the order. Navarro now with 2 outs, but 1 runner on first.
Ball.
Upstairs, a ball, a throw back to first. Getting in there, no problem, is Catalan.
Sam Clark got some springs in her heels there. Jumped up real fast.
Right at second baseman. Shout with the putout, and that won the inning, but not before. 2-run score on 2 hits. There was 1 runner left. 2-all between the Sharks and the Titans. So Cam, what do you think thus far here? We got 4 runs through an inning and a half.
I think I am very excited to see the rest of this game. I was hoping for a lot of runs today, and it looks like we're going to be getting that. And it's looking like it's going to be a lot of contact in the box today. A lot of hits so far for the first 1.5.
Yeah, a lot of action. It's not one of these 1, 2, 3 inning affairs we have here. So always like to have some action here for you here on WEFS as we call these softball and baseball games. We've got a game coming your way on Friday just across the way. Full 7 innings, first half of a doubleheader, and glad to have you along. Get ready for the top of the second here, or bottom of the second for the Titans. It will be Hetnimi Taylor, Shout, and Stout. 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Titans as we got a level score line, 2-2. Mandy is a hitter. Adding 143, has 2 runs scored. Her job just to get on base.
Ball down.
She'll take that one low, a ball.
If anyone's going to know what's a ball and a strike when it's coming in, it's going to be a pitcher.
One person will know better is the umpire. Home plate umpire is Daniel Papendick. Michael Steedle is the field umpire today. Good day to be outside. Things warming up a bit, though. Summer is just around the corner, folks. Heading the count is Hetnimi Taylor. Swing and a miss. Right down Route 1 here for Vicky Navarro. Just to the left side, foul ball. Count even, 2-2.
And let's go, Vicky.
Shout on deck. Fouls it off to keep it alive. Pitcher on pitcher here.
And Hidetnami Taylor knows how annoying it can be in the circle.
Right.
When someone is foul tipping every pitch that comes near you. You can hear them and
Right.
raising your pitch count. But
Check, swing, strikeout. First strikeout for Navarro. Tried to check it. Strike anyway. One away. Marissa Shout going up against her former high school teammate here.
Ball.
She and Navarro both played at Pembroke Pines, West Broward, about a year apart. So there's this familiarity. The question is, who does it favor, the pitcher or batter? We're about to find out. Making contact, but setting it out of play left side is Shout. Batting 182, 7 runs, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs, 3 stolen bases should she get on. Strike 2.
high and
One ball, 2
outside.
strikes.
High and outside. I can imagine why she didn't swing at that one. But now you find yourself in a bit of a hole.
On to plate protection time.
Ball.
And they can chase that. Ball, 2 strikes. Make that 2 and 2. Boy, and that
Foul.
hit the bat, not her head. Thank goodness. Take a closer look at this one. Boy, she stood right in there.
Hit right on the butt of the bat there.
It's like, as a batter, is the most unfortunate. I guess we'd rather not get hit, but keeps things alive. You already had 2 strikes on you. Still a 2-2. Got a piece of it, but sends it foul and into the bullpen. Get a bat here from Shout.
Shout
She's seen all the tricks that Navarro has.
showing a lot of power inside the batter's box there.
Ball.
Outside a ball. Boy, tough to take that. She did.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is full. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 2nd.
Ball 4.
And she works out a 1-out walk. First base on balls issued by Navarro. So she had her first strikeout with the first batter, first walk with the second.
That is some incredible plate discipline from Shout there.
Amen.
After falling 1-2 in the count, it gets so hard to not just start swinging at everything. But after a couple foul tips, kept her discipline, got straight to first on a walk.
1 out, now the bottom of the order here. Courtney Stout, the sophomore out of Braden River, batting 184. Titans right fielder
Ball out.
takes a ball. Count evens 1-1.
It's a good job by Stout pulling that bat back in the last
hard
second.
to do, yeah. Laying it down. A good bunt. That will at least advance the runner. It does. So Shout to second on Stout's sacrifice bunt. There are 2 away, but we go to the top of the order in Trinity Howard. Leading hitter for the Titans here with a runner in scoring position. Had a single back in the first, but was caught stealing. There's a strike. Kind of hung in there. Slaps at it, it's through. To left field, come on down. Lead run, play still not over. In safely at second with the double is Trinity Howard. So Shout scores from second and a 2-out RBI double.
Set it between the half inning. This is going to be a lot of action today, and I am not complaining.
No. Brings up Rachel Lamoureux. Tough spot here for Navarro. 2 away, but another running in scoring position. Foul ball. Hold up, wait a minute.
I love the confidence for Howard to not even question. The second she saw the ball was going right over second base's head, booked it straight over there. Didn't hesitate on the bunt either. She was already at third by the time it was called foul.
I love the decisiveness. Howard at second. Lamoureux at the plate. She will send it to left, but right at Atavia Fowler, and that will end the inning. But run scores on another hit. Big RBI from Trinity Howard there. The Titans now retake the lead 3-2. Go to the road half of the third when we come back here on WEFS. Titans softball has the lead here as we go to the top of the third. Meanwhile, Titans women's basketball had the season of seasons. Just saw the promo there. They won the conference, won the region, then made it to the national tournament, made it all the way to the national semis. Come there, but 33-2 under MJ Baker. 2 players, Ellie Garnett and Iziazu Mamodu, making the all-tournament team, and then Laraiba Mputu, second-team All-American, to go with her Conference Player of the Year honors. And that's
1 ball, no strike.
that kind of success is exactly what Shelby Pettick is looking to do here for softball. So now with the play-by-play, my man, Cam Jenkins.
Ball down.
It's going to be a low ball there as we're at the top of the lineup. Navarro, Clayton, Narazaki. Navarro grounded out to the shortstop in her last at-bat in the top of the first. So that one sails right past the shortstop for a single to start off the third.
It's just what you want to do if you're Gina DeAguero, is have a quick response after you give up a lead and get your lead runner on just like that.
Get it down here. Watch the bunt. Expect it, expect it.
So Clayton with the leadoff single. Narazaki
Good low.
here had reached on the air last time.
Another one gets past Gracie Snell. Another single for the Sharks.
Well, back-to-back here as Clayton advances to second. Good piece of hitting from Narazaki. First team all-conference player a year ago, and you can see why.
Sharks doing a good job of finding that gap between the short and the third here. Here in the top of the third.
Shelby Pettit will come out. Settle things down. We saw the Titans go up a couple of runs in the first, and then Miami-Dade in the last inning came right back, tied it up. Titans now took another bite out of things, got the lead, and the Sharks, being Sharks, will bite even bigger. And now we're in great position, 2 on, and nobody out here.
And this is one of the things you love about conference play. These teams, like we've said a couple times today, know each other so well. They know how to play each other against every single possible lineup, and both teams are proving it so far in the batter's box.
Well, the conference is over. Morales, who hit it hard, but flied out to center field last time.
Ball.
Goes for the bunt, but
Offer.
couldn't place it.
Didn't go.
Called ball.
Let's do it, kid.
Offer.
Calls that one, though, and we have a 1-1 count. Runners on first and second. All of them ready to go the second they hear contact.
Come on, Mandy, you got this, kid.
Ball.
A lot of outside pitches right now.
Yeah, I think she's maybe scared, not scared, but
You got this.
reticent to come in after getting
Let's do it, baby.
had 2 hits, we were none out. You want to limit damage.
Give me one, kid.
Could also be, though, she's seeing the bunt coming here. Might want to not make it easy and kind of mess up her placement, see if she can get an easy out.
Bunt foul, you'll take that because that leads to a strike.
And now it's a 2-2 count. No more bunts.
Hey, you even now. Give me another one.
2 and 2.
Mandy's
Baby.
forced to do some work here this inning after giving up the back-to-back singles.
Let's go, kid.
Seen her get out of these jams before, though.
Ball out.
Trying to get her to chase up.
That one goes in and is called ball for a full count. Still no outs here in the top of the third.
Let's do it, Mandy girl. You got this, babe. Me and you here. Let's do it.
Morales 9 RBIs so far this season.
Come on, Mandy. You got it.
Swing and a miss on that one.
Got it.
Beautiful high pitch there from Hidetnami Taylor.
And Mandy gets her first strikeout of this game, and her 116th on the season there.
Let's do it,
So
kid. You got this.
I think Crash Davis said strikeouts are fastest, but in this situation, I don't know if you want to be democratic with 2 players on.
Okay.
But now you have a little bit of leeway. If you're hitting at me, Taylor, if you can somehow force a easy grounder in a good position, you could force a double play here.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Not going to get a double play if the ball goes that high, though, but that one is foul, and we have
Yeah.
a quick 0-2 count.
You got to be careful with Ortega, though. She does lead the Miami team in home runs. Has some pop. 16 RBIs as well. Ortega was hit by a pitch the last time she was up. And then advanced on a fielder's choice, came around to score. Got her, and there's 2 away, huh?
Those 2 singles to start it off quick, but 2 quick strikeouts there.
Watch again here, huh? Well, as a coach, you love just watching your players respond to adversities. Now can you get out of this jam? You're in a much better place with 2 outs.
Maya Wall up here.
Make it 3.
Hits that one straight over to Mackenzie Four and picks up the 3rd out of the inning. And Mandy Hidetnami Taylor finds her way out of a little bit of a jam there, able to stop any damage before it can actually happen.
All right, so back-to-back singles and strikeout, and pop out to first.
It's a good way to end the inning if there ever was one.
Right, that is a response.
Heading into the bottom of the 3rd now. It will be Clark, Bassani, and Four.
There's the cheap seats today. I don't know if there's free concessions out that way or not. Trying to find that little sliver of shade that the light stanchion, the pole provides.
Clark will be up first. Made it on base on a fielder's choice, but ended up making her way all the way around the bases. Did that when there was 2 outs.
Fielder's choice and scored last time. The pride of Palatka. She had a good game last week against Hillsborough. 2 for 4, had a double, a run, and an RBI in that 4-3 victory that preceded the 2-1 loss to this Miami-Dade team. Seeing a lot of that this year where there's a lot of neutral site games where teams around the state that are in different conferences will host. Play a couple of games against 2 different teams that eliminates, yeah, you have a doubleheader, but it's not 2 straight against the same team. Mike Parsons nods in agreement. Makes his job a little less mundane.
1-1 count here to start off the bottom of the 3rd. Sam Clark looking to get on base again.
Ball.
High and outside on that one, though.
Clark still in hitter's count here. The cleanup hitter Bassani on deck.
Another high outside
3 balls,
ball.
1 strike.
You just get on, you get Bassani and 4 hitting behind you. Chance to grow this lead in this home half of the 3rd.
Ready, go, Vicky.
Oh, nice snap.
Contact, but Navarro's able to bring it in for the 1st out of the inning.
There's 1-3. And now Bassani. That was good reaction there from the pitcher Navarro.
It was
It's
Navarro.
tough to get low.
Navarro,
like
don't want to say surprised, but definitely caught off guard for a second when that came right back at her. But some great hand-eye there leads to the 1st out.
Bassani singled and then scored on the error. Back in the 1st. Oh, what?
They are
Right back at the pitcher, and this time
safe.
everybody's safe. Navarro's been a target here.
They're really going at her so far. So that one bounced off the inside of her knee there.
Yeah, you have to think that's an infield hit. That was not an easy play to make. I'm not the official scorer, but that's the way I would look at it.
To bat now, Mackenzie 4. Lined into left field in her last at-bat.
Yeah, it brought him 2.
Ball.
Hey, take a miss, Vic.
For Mbasani, as I mentioned, played at Oviedo High School, northeast of Orlando.
Ball.
Used to be a really rural place, but known for the feral chickens that run around town. With its proximity to UCF, though, it's a little more suburban than it used to be, but surrounded by sod farms and tree farms. Right on the banks of Lake Jessup, the lake with more gators per whatever. Like in the state of Florida, there's more gators in that lake by concentration than any lake, including Lake Okeechobee. So that's a little bit about Oviedo.
Thankfully, my time in Florida so far, I have not had the pleasure of running into a gator.
Going to any water source, so got to go to.
I've been avoiding them very well so far.
Yeah, not many of those in Michigan where you're from.
Hey, let's go right here.
A lot of water sources, just not a lot of gators.
No, a lot of lakes. Bigger lakes.
That one goes straight into left field again. A similar hit to her last one. This one off a 3-1 count, and that will advance the runner to second for a 1-out single.
It's a 4 now, 2 for 2 here. Back-to-back singles.
Gracie Snell up to bat now. Flew out to left in her last at-bat. Batavia Fowler's been getting a lot of work in left field so far today.
Good job, Vicky.
Big moment in this game. That's going to be a
That's a
foul
net ball
ball.
strike.
Yep.
Wanted the bunt there, had to bring it a little high, and it looked like the pitch was more inside than she was expecting as it hit the inside of the bat. Just kind of caved in on contact.
0-2.
Quick little 0-2 count here for Snell.
Hey, let's go, Vic.
Ball.
That one's in the dirt, and that's going to advance the runners with ease.
Yeah, that's not going to help Navarro's cause here. The pass ball advancing both. Boy, it seems like each team gets a couple of runs, and the pitchers relax just a little bit.
Not something you can do against two high offensive production teams, though. Especially teams that know each other so well. Swing and a miss on that one, though. Snell is the second out of the bottom of the third. Navarro picks up her second strikeout of the day. Pitcher versus pitcher battle here.
Ball.
That one's called ball.
Hey, let's go, Vic.
Mandy, a strikeout victim last time. They're running the count full.
Seen that placement from Navarro several times so far today. Most of them, someone doesn't swing either. Low outside pitch is a favorite of hers.
Ball.
outside not working in her favor, though.
Ball.
Good patience.
Another outside pitch,
Three balls,
another
one strike.
3-1 count for Navarro.
She'll get something to hit here. I think she's going to want to walk the bases. She's not going to want to walk the bases loaded to the pitcher.
Ball.
Another called ball, and that will be a walk with bases loaded.
Now, took all the way. Shows you what I know.
Up to bat now, Marissa Shout, who walked on her last at-bat and made it all the way home.
Yeah, a little stroll. It's the easy way to get home. Just walk.
Ball out.
So trying to zero in on that plate, and right now Navarro's having some issues with the location.
Outside in.
And
Oh, time.
So we're getting a
yeah, Coach De Aguero will have a chat here before this one gets away. So right now you've got 2 out, and you're at the bottom of the order. What you cannot have is, if you're the Sharks, is a couple of hits. Not only does it give up the runs, but then it brings up the top of the order.
You don't want to see Trinity Howard in this inning right
Yeah,
now.
right.
Especially with how things are going. Already found her way on base twice so far today.
Still 2 batters away from getting to her. But I'm sure that's one of the things that Coach De Aguero is saying. Let's just concentrate on this batter, get out of the inning. We'll worry about the top of the order the next inning.
We'll see if the nerves have been shaken here.
Your chances against a hitter that's hitting 182. A little better than Trinity Howard, who's hitting 354. And Courtney Stout hitting 184 as well. So you get 2 sub-200 hitters here. You get one of those, you're out of a jam. Bases loaded, though.
Swing and a miss on that one.
Shout, a freshman, though. This is a position where she can really help her stock going forward in her career here at Eastern Florida. Coming up big in a big moment.
Hey, let's go, Vicky.
Ball.
3-1 count once again.
Nowhere to go here for Navarro now.
3-1.
Gotta send this one over the plate.
Marissa asking
Vicky, right here.
home plate umpire Daniel Pappendick just to make sure. Count.
Over the plate, that one goes foul though, and we have a full count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Runners are going on everything.
Boy, what a big pitch this is here.
One way or another, this will be a momentum shifter.
Hey, let's go, Vicky.
Contact goes right over the press box.
Okay. So we'll replay that. The rest of this at bat is critical. Let's just say it that way. Certainly could foul multiple off here before we have the resolution.
Ball.
Ball, and the runner will walk in.
Ouch.
Not a lot of worse feelings than that as a pitcher.
Back-to-back walks after the strikeout for Navarro. Brings home Bassani.
And now up to bat, the right fielder, Courtney Stout.
Navarro now has more walks than strikeouts, 3 versus 2. And here's the thing, you still have bases loaded, and now on deck is Howard.
Foul. Show me that ball, please.
So Stout on a Bradenton, 184, does have 3 RBIs. Those versatile players in the field for Shelby Pettick. Play in the outfield, can play second base. Right fielder today.
Contact. Oh, just to the right. Those runners were all ready to go on that one.
Down 0-2 here.
See if Navarro can cut the bleeding.
Ball out.
Taken all the way there.
It seems like the low outside pitch is kind of her home base, and it hasn't really been working. Umpire doesn't love it. Ground over to second. Umpire took his time to call that one.
Yeah, delayed, just to make sure he held the ball, though.
But that will be the end of the bottom of the third. Titans get a run in off of several walks there. One of them walked in. Score is 4-2. Stay tuned into WEFS.
The lab that EFSC respiratory program has is very up to date and had actually more stuff than some of the hospitals did. As a student here, working with all that equipment definitely puts you at an advantage, because when you're here for a semester and then you go out, you get to see it on real patients. The lab here is, I would say, above and beyond what you would need to see and what you need to know when you go out to your clinical sites.
Welcome back into WEFS for some Eastern Florida State Titans softball. Score is 4-2 here in the top of the fourth. Cameron Jenkins here, joined by Jeff Radcliffe, and we have been seeing a great hitting day so far.
Yeah, I would think so, especially for the Titans. You have 4 runs. The help of a walk there in that last inning. McKenzie 4, who we'll see bat in the next inning. But right now, the Sharks need to answer. You do not want, you don't want Eastern Florida to start. You know what's coming up in that next inning. You don't want them to start stretching this lead out too much. Bottom of the order here, and Suzuki, Kunigami, and Catalan. So a chance for Mandy to make quick work, perhaps.
Come on, Mandy. Let's do it, man.
Ball up.
That one called ball.
Let's do it.
Well, for Navarro, we've been seeing a lot of low outside pitches from her so far today. Hidetnami Taylor has been sticking with the high part of the strike zone.
Yeah, as rise balls tend to do. Yeah, right. It's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It is interesting. You watch a baseball player try to hit a
Get it down, babe.
hit a softball, and that rise ball will fool them all the time. It's just not the same motion with that underhand.
Ball.
And you have obviously less space to react. There are plenty of videos out there of
2 balls, 2
accomplished
strikes.
baseball players not being able to hit a softball pitcher.
Let's do it, Mandy!
Not yet.
Bench is showing
Still got
a lot of
3 innings to
energy
go.
here.
Ball out.
Full count here to lead off the 4th.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You got it, baby. You won. Let's
Definitely
do it.
don't want to. You want to get it. Start this inning with a put out. Strikeout. You start putting runners on with
Let's do it, baby.
no outs.
Contact on that one, but
Stats
that's
are against you.
Sales foul.
Suzuki singled and scored back in the 2nd. So it goes against the grain and the conventional wisdom that your bottom of the order are the ones that are easy gets. Matter of fact, Kunigami, who's on deck, had the 2 RBI single. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, I guess.
Another foul tip there. Keeping herself alive in the box. Let's see what Hidetnamine Taylor can do. Another foul tip from Suzuki.
Good job working this count full.
Let's do it, baby. Come on, Mandy girl, you got this.
The mic placement by our crew. In certain sports, you may hear things you don't want to hear, but not these 2 teams. All positive.
That one is popped. Foul again. This one on the Titans dugout for the 2nd time.
They're trying to like hailstone the dugout here. A couple of them have hit right off the top. Just wasting pitches here is Suzuki.
That one goes just in the gap.
Yeah,
Snell.
that's always a tough one because it's in that no man's land, that corridor of indecision for the shortstop. Do they keep going back? Does your left fielder keep coming in? Do you risk a collision?
Stella Lamaru did not risk that one. That one dropped fast. It was sneaky in the air. It looked like it was just going to be a blooper, but it was a straight line down.
Boy, she's 2 for 2 from the 7 hole. Now you got Kunigami.
Let's do it, baby.
We have a bunt.
Peruvian second baseman lays it down. Does the job. So small ball there. Sacrifice, moving the runner over with nobody out. Station to station. Chrisia, 5'6" sophomore, third baseman now, trying to turn it over to the top of the order.
Called strike.
Brazilians trying to trade places here.
Do it, kid, got it.
That's all.
A lot of foul tips so far this inning.
Just continuing to make
No ball,
Mimi
2
Taylor
strikes.
work, waste good pitches. Catalan reached on a fielder's choice last inning, or in the 2nd inning. .22 coming into this one. Now hung that for a strike. Nice. And she gone.
We put a backwards K in your scorebooks there.
3rd strikeout for Mandy.
Catalan looks frustrated. frustrated with herself on that one.
Pitcher trying to help her cause. And Navarro.
Oh, beautiful, man, beautiful. Beautiful, kid, right in the corner. I love it. Keep it coming.
Love the softball chatter. Have I said that already? It's always positive.
Said it already, but you're right to keep saying it.
Yes. Makes this game so good.
Grounder over to Snell. Gets the easy out at first. And the top of the fourth is over now. Score still 4-2. Eastern Florida still up on Miami-Dade. Miami-Dade not able to make a lot happen right now. They get the runners on, and they just aren't able to get the runs in.
Yeah, Suzuki got the single there, and good response by the Titans here to buckle it down in the next 3 batters, and they will retain a 2-run advantage because we're halfway through the game now. Halfway point. And the Titans this inning will bring the top of the order, so you can kind of create some distance here. You're going to feel really good about the rest of this game.
And after the last inning, this is Trinity Howard is not the first person I want to see to start this inning off.
No. Once a game is enough, right? Like just at the top.
Howard has been unable to get a run so far today, but has found her way on base twice. After a quick little chat with first and third, Navarro is ready to go and ready to face Trinity Howard.
Already extended her hit streak to 4 with a double back in the first. A Bloomingdale High, Valrico. Eastern Florida's team batting .270. For a young team, for Coach Pettick, still kind of learning their ways on stringing hits together and feeding off each other. I'm going to put it together here at this point in the season, late on, and kind of move up those conference standings.
Ball out.
Nobody wants to finish in the basement. Right now, if you look at things, Florida Southwestern kind of running away. Well, not necessarily running away, but they're 7-0 going into this afternoon's action. Indian River 5-1.
So that one bounces over Navarro's head.
Boy,
and
good.
Trinity Howard beats the throw.
Legs it out.
Wheels started spinning on that one.
Eastern Florida 0-7, Miami-Dade 1-5. Get a couple of wins here and move it up. So Howard has reached base all 3 times she's been to the plate.
And all 3 singles.
Ball.
She just waits for the TV game, right? And then shows off even more. Lamoureux out of Sarasota's Lakewood Ranch High. See, Howard now was thrown out stealing. Will she try it again when she did that in the first? Lamoureux also.
Nice ball.
Another blooper over to the Titans dugout there.
Lamoureux was now hit in 4 of her last 5 games with that single she had back in the first. Good 1-2 punch at the top of the order for Coach Pettick, who's now in her 2nd season as the head coach here.
As a shot into left field is brought in by Fowler. Howard will stay at first.
That's the 2nd time she's fly it out to Fowler and left.
Third time this game that Fowler's had to be the one to make a fly out. To bat now, the catcher, Sam Clark.
Pitches. It's out of play.
Up and out on that one.
Titans will take on State College of Manatee, Sarasota on Friday. This roster full of players from Florida.
Ball.
7 from the Central Florida area, 2 here from Brevard County.
Narazaki making sure to keep an eye there on Trinity Howard. Caught her stealing once today, hoping to catch her a second.
Clark trying to get her first hit of this game.
Another one up and over, same spot. 1-2 count.
One and two.
So that one is shot into right field, but easily brought in by Maya Wall.
Howard had to be really smart about that. Held up just enough and got back in time. Problem is now you got 2 away.
2 away, but Ava Bassani up to bat now. Another batter.
Hot, right? 2 singles and scored twice. Been on a roll as of late, hence why she's in the 4-hole now.
That's foul.
4th inning is the foul tip inning so far.
It's like well, it's not like the beer batter inning, right? You don't want that.
So that one is shot. Nice
That's
blooper
trouble.
into right, just in front of the line, and Trinity Howard will reach third.
Boy, it's a game of inches, isn't it? Oh, man. Foul by a couple of blades of grass. Ay, ay, ay.
That one's gotta hurt for Bassani. She was so excited about that one.
Yeah, of course. Just a long strike. It's a problem. On the right side of the plate, you hit it over to the right side. It's going to kind of tail away from you.
Ball.
That one called ball, but Trinity Howard
Gone.
caught a little bit too far off first. In the nice throw from Narazaki gets the 3rd out. Titans not able to get any in that one, but neither did the Sharks. Score still 4-2.
Right.
This is Eastern Florida State softball.
Now we'll lay down the bunt. We can do it all. Executed perfectly on the center. Taking 3rd. And drilled to left. Goodbye. A home run, a solo shot.
It was a no-doubter.
Welcome back into WEFS for some Eastern Florida State Titans softball. Both teams scoreless in the 4th. Miami-Dade and Eastern Florida leaving runners on. Up to bat first It's Taylor Clayton for the Sharks.
Clayton singled last time up, and she's done it again.
Singles right past Gracie Snell.
So again, the leadoff batter on.
Take a look at that one again.
It's the third straight inning, fourth straight inning. The leadoff batter has reached here. So Miami Dade's only scored 2 runs, but they're putting themselves in position to get a lot more. And it forced Manny to really buckle down.
Beatriz Narazaki up to bat now. Catcher got the last out of the inning, gunning out Trinity Howard.
Ball down.
Narazaki also one of the Brazilians on the roster. Marilia Brazil leads the team with 360 batting average, 24 RBIs, 4 triples. Certainly part of the heart of the order here.
That one goes real low for the second ball of the count.
Let me know the runner.
Rounder over to short. Gracie Snell gets the redemption on that one.
Yeah, getting the lead runner, that's what you got to do. Trade the out for that all day long.
I'll go down as a fielder's choice for Narazaki.
You got Morales, who is in the designated player role. 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. He was 0 for 2 in that last meeting, but did have the RBI that proved to be the game winner.
It's actually Ariana Thompson in now. Made a bit of a
pinch
change.
hitter, how about that?
$11 hits on the season, batting .244. But of those 11 hits, has crossed home plate 8 times. Little blooper into right field, but just goes over the fence. No one's able to field that one.
Yeah, Ariana Thomason out of Homestead, Florida. Batting .244. 8 runs, 8 RBIs. Pinch hit roll. Fouling him off.
The foul tips continue. Sharks doing a good job of raising Mandy's pitch count here in the circle.
Thomason.
Fouls another one
in
back.
a big hole here.
Another foul.
She just straightens it out. He's making good contact.
Miami Dade can't help themselves right now. They have the timing of the pitch down, just not the placement.
got a chance to get her.
Called safe on that one, though.
Keep it coming.
Nice.
That would be a good one.
Ground over to first.
Fielder's choice.
Kenzie 4. An easy out. Barely had to move on that one.
No, like those.
Alexis Ortega up to bat now.
Yeah, watch this. Just, okay, yeah, that's fine. I got that. Ortega scored back in the second after being hit by a pitch, struck out last at bat. But the biggest home run threat on this roster, with a runner on second, does have 16 ribbies too. Here's your chance to get back in this and tighten the score line up a little bit.
10.
2 straight fouls for Ortega in the box and another quick 0-2 count.
Talked about the losing streak that Eastern Florida was on. Well, Miami Dade was on a 6-game bender before beating Eastern Florida last Saturday 2-1. They'll travel to Hillsborough to do one of those split doubleheaders against Indian River and Hillsborough this Friday. Last year, this team finished second place in the conference. And that will put her on.
Second hit time being hit by a pitch today.
Right.
Extending that lead on the team.
It is a skill. There is something to it. Some batters just having that into the knack, turning into it.
Take a look at that one again.
This is a skill. It's also just courage, right? Just to stand in.
It's someone who batted lefty himself. That is something that happened to me a lot.
Right. Ball over 2. There's a first and second here.
Popped up and over. Seeing that one in that exact spot several times today.
Had Mimi Taylor, good chance to get out of the inning here. And after surrendering that first hit for the 4th straight inning.
This is the 3rd straight 0-2 count Hidetnami Taylor has had this inning. That one is hit just past Gracie Snell again, and it may bring a runner home. Meet at the plate, but called safe. And that'll be an RBI for Wall.
Gets in there with a double. And Thompson, the pinch hitter, is the one that comes all the way around. Ortega advances to second on the play, and it tightens up a bit. 4-3 now.
Two outs now as Hidetnami Taylor faces Suzuki. That one straight down the middle for a strike.
Got it, baby.
Foul! You okay, Sam?
That one called foul.
I just feel like I'm going on down I-95 with a mixtape in my
ball,
car,
just
just listening to the
Let's
song,
say,
the song selection.
Soundtrack today
it's
provided
good.
by the Eastern Florida State Titans softball team.
I think both teams are having like a battle of the bands.
Ball out.
High and outside. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Can Hidetnami Taylor.
Yeah, finally try to get Suzuki out. She's not been able to do so far today. 2 for 2 from the 7-hole. That's production.
Gets her that
Able
time
to.
and catches her looking. So with 2 runners left on base, Hidetnami Taylor gets out of there, but not before the Sharks can get a run around, making the score 4-3. Right
Yeah.
in there.
4th strikeout of the game for Hidetnami Taylor. Now the Titans like to get a couple of runs here to, extend that advantage out a little bit as we get into the late innings here.
And I can't think of a better 3 to be up to do that, though. So we have Bassani, 4, and Snell. Bassani was up to bat last inning, but due to Trinity Howard getting thrown out at first, we'll step back in.
Yeah, I'd have to check and see how many times has Trinity Howard been picked off, caught stealing in a game more than once.
Can't be often.
No. You like the aggressiveness.
Coming into today, she'd only been caught stealing twice, so.
So, yeah, just doubled it up here.
Well. But
Wow.
with those, does lead the team in times getting caught stealing. Team has done a good job so far, the Titans, of not getting thrown out.
Yeah, good digging on the stats there, Cam. Good. All right, Bassani looking to get on her horse here. Start this inning off.
That. Ball.
High and outside on that one. See if we can continue the great hitting we've seen so far today here in the bottom of the 5th.
Foul.
At the very least, you've definitely been hearing the back crack on all these foul tips. I guess with the metal bats, it's more ring.
Yeah, the ping. It's a great sound as well.
1 and 2.
Yeah, if you hear a crack on a metal bat,
Something went wrong.
That's bad news.
Swing and a miss
got her.
on that one. Third strikeout of the day.
So we go back. Mackenzie Four, who's coming up to the plate now. This was the thing that opened things up for Eastern Florida early. So Mackenzie had that 2 RBI single back in the 1st. Had a single again in the 3rd.
Ball out.
Trying to go for 3 for 3 here in the 5th. Boy, it is a tight contest here. And we're running out of innings.
Last one was tightly contested as well, only decided by one run.
It's just par for the course.
Ball.
Something we've been seeing all day from the Titans is just excellent plate discipline. They're okay to let pitches go by, and they've had a great eye so far as they lead a lot of the counts so far.
Ball.
Make that one 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, having trouble finding the strike zone here, but it could be. I'm just trying to pitch around Mackenzie Four, who does lead the team with base on balls. Got 31 walks. Gonna give her anything to hit. And there's another, make it 32. Gracie Snell 0 for 2, but now in a good moment to advance a runner here. Snell 2 for 3 in RBI. And the win against Hillsborough.
Snell goes for the bunt, but that one bounces straight back for foul.
Now, harder to bunt in softball again because the movement of the ball is going up. So you're always taught in baseball to get over it and let the ball do the work. Really, you just kind of catch the ball with a bat. You really have to direct it here.
Foul again. A quick 0-2 for Gracie Snell.
It's much more difficult to execute. You got to get your pitch.
Especially with the size of the ball as well. It's a lot harder to catch the angle you want on it.
Yeah.
Too low and you're popping it up to somebody. Too high and it just goes straight down.
Ball.
Yeah, more surface area. Yeah, the technique's just a little different.
Ball.
That one low. Scary for a second there for Narazaki. She couldn't come up with it, but 4 wasn't pushing her luck there. Didn't look like she was ready for that. 2-2 count. 1 out, runner on first. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning for Navarro.
She's got 4 now. Good time to really start getting on a roll.
Up now, the pitcher, Mandy Hidetnami Taylor.
She'd like to help out with the run support here. Trying to.
Had a walk in her last at-bat.
Mandy's got 6 wins, and to get the 7th today, we'll have to stay in the lead here.
Part of the way you can do that is by getting a hit in this at-bat.
Help out yourself.
Ball out.
Tell you what, Narazaki is quick with the trigger, getting down to first. We saw her, with the put out of Trinity. One at second and then the one at first, a few innings back. Good snap throw. Manny has struck out and walked. Still ahead in the count after that strike though.
Mandy's real careful in the box so far today. Not necessarily swinging the bat more than she feels she needs to. She doesn't there either, but that one is called strike, and it's a 2-2 count.
Navarro, good chance to get out of the inning here.
Swing and a miss.
Does just that.
3 strikeouts for the 3 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And the Titans will leave a runner on off of a walk. We go to the top of the 6th with the score 4-3. This is Eastern Florida State baseball.
I'm Patrick Hoskin, and I'm a student at the Eastern Florida State College welding program. You start off with stick welding and then progress to MIG welding, shielded metal arc welding, and they say by the end of the year we'll end up being TIG welding. So we're going to go through almost everything that they can possibly throw at us. After the first 2 weeks of class, it is all hands-on. The cost is really low considering it's a full welding program. This classroom does count as 1 year's experience in the field.
Back in Melbourne, Titans with a slim 4-3 lead here on WEFS. Look at our TV trailer, nicely air conditioned on a afternoon where the temperature is starting to go up. And right now these two teams trying to heat up in the conference race. Sharks at bat as we go here to the top of the 6th inning. It will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters scheduled, and it will be Himina Kunigami, who single, the 2 RBI single back in the 2nd, sack bunt in the 4th. And we'll start with the bases empty here in the 6th.
And if there's anyone who can get the Sharks going here to lead off the top of the 6th, it's Kunigami.
That one hit foul. Sharks 13 and 18, 1 and 5 in league play. Their lone win in conference play coming to the Titans against the Titans a week ago. The 1-1 from Hedanimi Taylor. Fouling that one back off the screen. 1 and 2.
It seems like both teams have really figured out the pitchers in the boxes. The fouls have only increased as the game has gone on.
Looking at the rest of the conference games remaining, Sharks will have 3 more, 2 of which at their home field in South Florida against Eastern Florida. Then they got 2 home games against Florida Southwestern and then 3 against Indian River away. They will close the season with a doubleheader against the Titans on the 19th of this month. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, getting down to the end.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You'd be playing your best softball right now. Here's the 2-2.
Let's do it, kid, you got it.
Popped up, edge of the infield, calling for it, and making the snatches. Marissa Shout.
Snell and Shout both wanted that one. They were both on that till the last second.
That was on the second base side of the bag. Right of way, right? So, F4 or 4 unassisted. And now Catalan, the 9-hole hitter, will try to turn it back to the top of the order here with something positive. Catalan's strikeout victim her last time to the plate, also hit into a fielder's choice back in the 2nd. The Paulista from Sao Paulo tries to bunt her way on and streak down the line with full speed, but couldn't get the bunt down.
Showed a lot of wheels there. I don't know if she would have beat the throw, but she definitely would have made it close.
On deck, the pitcher, Navarro. There's the 1-1.
Ball in.
They get 2-1. one and popped up on the infield, calling for it again. Second put out of the inning for Shout. And there are 2 away.
Keep putting them up in the air like that. Shout's going to track them down.
Got the magnet in the glove this inning thus far.
At this point, I feel like she could run over to third by the time one comes down.
Right. Well, Navarro here with 2 away. And he has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. It's going to be a good time for it. Nope. That one right over Shout that time. Into right. Stout throws it in. And a 2-out single for the pitcher. Navarro aboard.
She looked like she was ready to jump for that one even before she realized how high it was.
Yeah. She's now 1 for 4. A couple of ground outs and a line out. Here's Taylor Clayton. Clayton lined out, singled, advanced to second, singled, and then was put out on a fielder's choice back in the 5th. 23 runs, leads the team if she could get on. Out of Fort Myers Riverdale, and we'll put it right to Lamoureux in left, and that will do it. So the 1 hit, but no damage, and it will remain a 4-3 contest. We go to the home half of the 6th. Titans ahead by a single run here on WEFS. Now we'll lay down the bunt. We can do it all. Executed perfectly on the center. Taking third and drilled to left. Goodbye, a home run, a solo shot.
It was a no-doubter.
We are back for the home half of the 2nd here in Melbourne. Titans holding a ever so slim 4-3 lead over their rivals from Miami Dade here in the Southern Conference. Shout, Stout, and Howard due to bat here this inning. We need some extra runs to try to get Mandy her 7th win of the season.
Ball up.
So Marissa Shout, who walked and scored in the 2nd, walked again in the 3rd.
Both of those off of full counts as well.
Good info. So showing patience at that plate. Has a 1-1 count now here, top of the 6th. Again, going up against her former high school teammate in Vicky Navarro. West Broward high, swing and a miss. Titans have left 5 on base so far.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Think about going forward.
Shout has shown incredible plate discipline today.
Got a piece of it. Running and chasing it, will drop for a base hit.
She said, I don't need to walk on this one. I'll just get there myself.
I'll run this time. So single to left center for Shout. Starts things out for the Titans here in the 6th.
Your 13th hit of the season.
Courtney Stout will look to build on this. Let's link a couple of hits together. I'm sure that's exactly what Shelby Pettick has in mind. And turn it over for Howard and Lamoureux. A bunt. It's going to be trouble, and will at least get the runner over. So doing the job, Stout moves over, trades the out for the advancement of Marissa Shout. On the sacrifice. And we go to the top of the order, Trinity Howard. Been on base all 3 times. 3 for 3. Infield single, but caught stealing twice.
Ball.
Once at second and then picked off at first the last time.
It's actually the second time this game that Stout has bunted to advance Shout. It's a good little combo they have.
Yeah, all right. Stout, Shout. Let the bunts out. If you're the Sharks, these are the things you could do without, right? Fielder's choice advances the runner. Producer Brian Foster getting the 80s references, as one should. Come down to Lamoureux for some insurance here. Shout represents the 5th run at third as Lamoureux takes a strike. She is officially 1 for 3. Singled back in the first and grounded out and flied out.
Singles all you need here in the 6th as well. That would get her 7th RBI of the season.
Just foul. Put this in play and give yourself a little bit more breathing room here in the top of the 7th. For the Titans here on this double-header day, you don't want to have to play the bottom of the 7th if you've got the lead. Another foul off to the left side. What's on the line? The first conference win of the season for the Titans here this afternoon. And playing the first of 2 against their rivals from down I-95. Wind's starting to pick up. You hear it. Smacks it. Gobbled up. Nicely done from Formosa. And that will do it. So 1 runner reaches, stranded, but it will stay 4-3 as we go to the top of the 7th. Back, top of the 7th. The Titans 3 outs away from their first conference victory of the season. But Mandy Mimi Taylor's going to have her work cut out for her as the heart of the order, 3, 4, 5, and Narazaki, Thomason, and Ortega due to bat here this inning. Narazaki is a single back in the 3rd. initially 1 for 3. And will get on base to start. Hit in the elbow. Ouch. So again, lead runner aboard. So if Mandy is to get the victory, she will do so without the benefit of any 1, 2, 3 innings. Coach Pettick's gonna, oh nope. Coach Daguero
Pinch running for the Sharks, number 3.
getting a pinch runner in there instead. Number 3, Jalen Padro, freshman out of Weston's West Broward High. So Padro running for Narazaki. And then fouling that straight back is Ariana Thomason, who pinch hit last inning, or 2 innings ago, for Allison Morales. She reached on a fielder's choice and eventually came around to score. And gets the punt down, rolls foul. 0-2 now. Boy, you had to show some patience there. You've seen those things roll in or out depending on how the wind is shifting. We'll find out if she's willing to bunt again. Does that take things out of the equation? We needed this first out here, Eastern Florida. There's the bunt. Take the easy out at first. We'll try to get a second. So picked up and thrown to 4 at first. That gets the 1, but it advances the runner. So good bunt there for Thompson. So the hit by pitch now, tying run with 2 out. In the form of Padro, the pinch runner. Now Alexis Ortega. She'll swing it, and boy, 1 pitch and out number 2 as it goes all the way to Trinity Howard in center, and now we're an out away. Tying run at second. Now Maya Wall. RBI single in the last inning. Calling a fielder's choice and a fly out to first. Strike right down Broadway. That one tracking and catching and ending the game. Marissa Shout. And down go the Sharks in the top of the 7th. And the Titans win it 4-3. First conference win of the season for Eastern Florida. We'll come back, wrap things up with an interview and a whole lot more on WEFS. Congrats to the Titans.
My name is Kaylee Majeka, and I am in the welding program at Eastern Florida State College. I wanted to get into the program to further extend knowledge and just be able to make a career out of something that I really enjoyed doing. The program is about 9 months. I don't know anyone else in the local area that does have a program like this. This is right up my alley. So that's my end goal, is just to have my own business and create things.
Well, the Eastern Florida State College Titans earned their first conference victory of the season. First half doubleheader win against their rivals, the Miami-Dade College Sharks. Final score 4-3. And with the head coach Shelby Pettick is our Cam Jenkins.
Thank you, Jeff. Big hitting day today, Coach, for the Titans. What was the strategy that fueled that?
We really just didn't want to do too much. You know, familiar foe, we saw him on Saturday, so we knew what Navarro was throwing. You know, put the ball in play, put it hard on a line. So that's all we were thinking about today.
And one of the players that had an especially good day would be Trinity Howard. Only got out in one of her at-bats. Anything you can say to kind of why she's leading off there?
Yeah, high on base percentage this season. She's a third year. She's absolutely gritty and resilient. She just finds a way to get it done. So we decided to put her back in the one, and it paid off for game one today.
And another thing that I noticed throughout the game was the plate discipline was really on display for the Titans. Marissa Shout especially walked in almost every at-bat except for that last single she got in the sixth.
You know, we didn't do a very good job Saturday against Navarro. She likes to work early with her curve and then start spreading it off further and further off the plate. She got us the chase Saturday. You know, we worked on it, and today we just really committed to that mindset today. So we got lucky.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach, and good luck in the next one. Back to you, Jeff.
Thanks so much, Cam. Great job there. Shelby Pettick victorious here with their team. They'll play a second, but that's all we have for you today. Eastern Florida wins it 4-3 against Miami Dade College. They improved to 1-7 in conference play. Miami Dade now 1-6. So appreciate you watching. Titans softball. We'll see you again on Friday as we go across the way and get our first look at the Titans baseball program here in 2023. Appreciate you watching. For our entire crew, for Roger Hayward, our director, Brian Foster, our producer, Cam Jenkins, my partner, and everybody at WEFS, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. So long from the Titans softball complex. Titans win it 4-3 over Miami-Dade. Good afternoon, everybody.
We now join our programming in progress.